we discuss issues that affect us all. Welcome to Outside the Round Table, and I'm your host, H.L. Seiler. But before we get started, thank you, T. Before we get started, I'd like to take this time out of the show to thank all my listeners, each and every one of you. God bless you, because you guys have been giving me some positive responses on your social media platforms. So, Outside the Round Table, thank you very much. I had no idea. And to y'all, I say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Because together with you guys, we've only just begun. Trust me. So now that we got that out the way, y'all ready? Well, let's get to it. First of all, can we take a moment of silence for the almost 120,000 loved ones we lost during this pandemic? Let's take a moment of silence. Thank you. Well, before we get started, y'all know I got to talk about y'all president. I'm just kidding, our president, Mr. Trump. Can you believe this guy? Y'all know I'm finna get him. Y'all know I'm finna get him. Listen, this is what the media won't tell you. Right in the middle of the pandemic, right in the midst of all this protesting going on all over this country because of police misconduct, and let's face it, police brutality. In the face of all this, guess what he's doing? Anybody guess? 516-8030, 516-8031. Can anybody guess? Because you wouldn't believe it, to save your life. Well, let me inform you. What Mr. Trump is doing as we're going through all the protesting, dealing with the pandemic, what Mr. Trump is doing is, no, he's not trying to find no vaccine. He ain't trying to test everybody. What he's concentrating on right now, ladies and gentlemen, is the illegal harvesting of lobsters. You heard me correctly. He's focusing on the illegal harvesting of lobsters off Cape Cod. Are you kidding me? This is what I'm talking about. He has no concern. He has no empathy. He's void of any compassion. I call him Mr. Ubiquity. He's everywhere. Listen, he's reopening a conservation area. He's reopening a conservation area off of Cape Cod in the Northeast Canyons to commercial fishing. In the middle of all this we going through, he's trying to profit on commercial fishing in the Northeast Canyons off Cape Cod. And you can just say, well, HL, what it got to do with us? Well, it's a move that environmentalists say could do damage. It may take centuries to recover from. And this is what I'm talking about, anti-Americanism. Because every policy that he tries to implement goes totally in the face of common sense. He did away with the standard admission. He did that right during the pandemic. Whereas you had to have, I think it was the admissions were down about 1 to 2%. Now it's back up to 3.5%, 4.5%. So not only y'all putting y'all knee on that neck, you putting all this pollutant in the air where we can't even breathe. All because you're trying to use that seat to profit off of from the time you got in there to the time you're going to get out of there. Because you finna get up out of there. And it seems, and this is why I say the media is complicit, because it seems that these news stations are finally listening to our broadcast, because this is our show. This is people's show. But it seems like they listen to our broadcast because a couple of weeks ago I was talking about my book, America's Attack on the Sleeping African American Community. And what I was saying was that we need to start reinvesting in our communities. And we need to put an emphasis on starting to have these after-school programs again. Not to mention attempting to equip our kids, with the skills, they're going to need moving forward. Let's face it, college isn't for everybody, but with all these new types of jobs, we can retrofit our kids, to get these high-paying jobs, train them, these high-paying jobs without having to get a college degree. So now they're talking about defunding the police department. I mean, they're all over the place. You don't want to, and another thing, when they're saying defund the police department, what they're referring to is how much money these police departments. They're not talking about doing away with the police. If you listen to Fox News, they're trying to put this propaganda like you won't have a police. No, they're not saying you won't have a police. They're just saying instead of the police looking like Star Wars Next Generation with all that high-tech equipment they had on, those was the type of equipment that the doctors and the nurses should have had. Huh? They around here using garbage bags, but you got the police looking like some outer space force that done came in with all the shields and all of the knee pads and all the stuff they go on. That could have been used for people saving people's lives. And when it comes to the police department, it's for the funding. I'm kind of 50-50 now. I'll tell you why. Kind of 50-50 because in some aspects, yeah, in some aspects, no. These departments don't need all that military gear. I know that. I always say to anybody who will listen, a lot of the solutions to a lot of these problems, all you got to do is deal with the root cause. I say it all the time. And when I say root cause with this police department, all you have to do is pay the police better. But more importantly, stop hiring all these marginal guys to be police in the first place. Stop hiring all these marginal guys to be police in the first place. If you stop hiring all these marginal guys and start paying policemen to be police, you'll get real police. And this ain't nobody else's opinion but mine. So the way you're going to get results is you pay them more. You get better people. But more importantly, y'all listen very closely. More importantly, you have a tacit understanding that you expect them to be professionals at all times. Huh? You have a tacit understanding that I expect you to be a professional all time. And that all these policies that we're going to implement and the culture that we're about to start, we're going to start a culture of responsibility. No more this passing the buck, huh? No more of this. We're going to pay you good. We want you to be a professional, the consummate professional. And you're going to accept responsibility if you should veer outside of any one of these policies. Plain and simple. Let's keep it simple. If you break the law as a policeman, you're going to be dealt with harshly. No passes. No passes. And no excuses when it comes to breaking the law. That's the culture that we have to start. Because I feel, and I could be wrong, you tell me if I'm wrong, call in and tell me. Because I feel since a policeman is trained, he should be expected to conduct himself in a manner that's consistent with that training. Huh? If you're trained to do something, then you should be expected to do that when that situation arises. And what's shocking to me is the fact that here it is, we're supposed to be protecting and serving, and we're out here brutalizing our citizens. Huh? Think about it. They're supposed to protect and serve. That's on their shield. Is that they protecting and serving to you? I'm just asking. Here it is. We're out here protesting police brutality. This is what's shocking to me. All these protesting all over the country, right? And what we protesting against? We're protesting against police brutality, right? But you know what's shocking to me? They're out there in real time, brutalizing the protesters. The very thing we protest about, they out there brutalizing us right in front of everybody's face. They brutalizing the protesting. The protesting peacefully. Pushing down a 75-year-old man, come on. You kidding me? If I was the police, I would have the moral standing in my heart not to push down a 75-year-old man. I would have more respect for myself, the badge, and that man. Huh? Wouldn't that be the type of people that you would want to be police? I don't know about y'all, but I think that was disgusting. Pushing down a 75-year-old man. The police should have more respect for the people. Because they're supposed to protect and serve. That's not protecting and serving me. That's abusing me. So, can someone tell me how that's protecting and serving? Maybe I'm wrong. Somebody can call in, 516-8030, 8031. If I see it wrong, we try to stimulate conversation and stimulate information. Can someone tell me how that's protecting and serving? Then, on top of the add injury to insult, you have a 9-man squad. 2 of them suspended for pushing him down, which was the right thing to do. They should have fired him. So now, you had other 57 cops that were working with them quit that squad because they was mad because those 2 officers got suspended. Are you kidding me? Think about what I just said. This is what I talk about culture. We got to change the culture. The nerve of the 57 policemen be thankful to have a job. You got policies that you're supposed to adhere to. But because 2 fellow officers got suspended for pushing a 75-year-old man the other 57 of y'all quit that detail. When I heard that, I just envisioned myself being that police chief, because I would have fired all of them. I would have fired all 57 of them, because this is that culture I'm referring to. Because what they were saying was that they didn't agree. Right or wrong, huh? The other 57 cops were saying they didn't agree that it was wrong to push a 75-year-old man down the way they did. So I would let all 57 go, because you know what I had a problem with? Them not seeing that that was wrong. Huh? If you can't see that was wrong, and then you had the nerve to double down and to exacerbate that situation, then you ain't police material in the first place. See, this is how you change the culture. This is how you change the culture. Every police that was, and you know what? Every police, they need to have videos. Every police department should have videos of all these protesters all over this country. And any police that they see on camera that was out here brutalizing peaceful protesting people should be dealt with. All of them. Whoever was out of line. Every police that was out of line. This is how you change the culture. But y'all letting them slide lets me know ain't nothing about to change. Letting them slide is what they do. So if y'all let them slide, y'all know what they say. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Huh? Nothing changes if nothing changes. We got to change the atmosphere where the police stop being out here acting like the citizens are the enemy. And we got to start a culture of accountability. Accountability. Because if I ain't held accountable for what I'm doing, I'm going to keep on doing it. Huh? It's like a kid. If he go in the cookie jar and he don't put the gun in there and you don't do nothing, he going to keep going in the cookie jar, huh? We approaching 120,000 killed with this virus. And we got almost 50 Americans out of work, by the way. And he's ruined the longest economic expansion in U.S. history. And you know what? Let me get back to the cop. Because when I get talking about Donald Trump, my ears, steam starts coming out of my ears for real. That's how incensed I am with him. But let's get back to these cops who are among the peaceful protesters being hit by clubs. I seen some police officers go and beat some people with some sticks that if we beat a dog like that, we'd be locked up. So why is it okay to be? I seen some things that made me think that this was Venezuela or Panama somewhere. Not America. beating our citizens like that. We ain't gonna tolerate that. I seen a police pick up a lady, grab her underneath her private part like he was in the WWE and slam that lady to the ground. Made me so mad. I'm glad I wasn't there because I'd probably be in prison right now because I would have had to do something to that police. I would not have sit there and let him jump on that lady the way he jumped on that lady because everything in me would react. Because that ain't no police. I wouldn't have been attacking no police. You ain't gonna wear no badge and think you're gonna just murder me and do me any kind of way and I don't react. And this is, and I mean, I've never seen in my life, and I know the good European Americans that's out there and all the people out there, now they see what we've been telling them. Huh? What y'all see right now? My fellow European Americans? And what we go through every day in this country, all over this country. Now you see what we're talking about. Now you see what we're talking about. He slammed that great lady to the ground. He should be fired. I like anybody, hit me an email outside the roundtable at gmail.com. If you can come up with that video, I'm still looking for it. I want to find out who he is. I want to try to get him fired. I want to find out who he is, where that happened at, and I'm going to try my best to get him fired. Because he ain't got no business being no police. So if anybody know about that situation, please get a hold of me. I'm really tired of this. And I'm also tired, the last 4 or 5 years, I'm also disturbed by how the police handle our black women and our kids. You know, it's bad enough you do me like that, but when you start doing my wife or my sister or my mama or my kids, I'm thinking about the Sandra Bland in Texas. I'm thinking about the lady in Galveston that was sitting down on her butt on the ground. And I saw the video of the police step back and shoot that lady 4 or 5 times like she was a dog. I'm thinking about Tamir Rice, a 12-year-old playing at the park with a toy gun. Police pull up on him, jump out and shoot him in 2 seconds. I'm not gonna keep turning the cheek when you start manhandling and abusing my women and my kids. So we need to get a hold of this real quick, cause this ain't 1619. There's only so much a man could take. I don't know about y'all, but to me, that's the ultimate disrespect. When you start manhandling my wife and my kids. Cause see, it ain't gonna be about no kneeling then. Cause if I had my way, it wouldn't be no football, no basketball. We on strike. We on strike. No more football, no NBA, no college football, no blacks taking no field, football or basketball, pro or college. Till we see about what's going on with y'all handling our kids and our mamas and sisters like this and our wives like this. We're going to bring everybody in the yard. You know how when it get dangerous, everybody come in the yard? Show them we serious. Serious about that. We're going to make a stand about that. We're going to make a stand right now. No football, college, or pro. No basketball, college, or pro. We got to let them know we serious. We're in a fight for our very existence. You kidding me? Ain't no time for no games right now. We got genocide going on. Ain't no time for no games. It's some time for some serious dialogue before we can even attempt to move forward. I know it's gonna be hard though, especially when you make $35 million a year. You know, $25 million a year. You living that lifestyle, and you're in your prime. I know, brothers. I know it's going to be hard for black people to do that. But you know what? It ain't even about a paycheck. It ain't even about a paycheck. If you're really serious about making a change that is so desperately needed in this country, when it comes to the way we've been treated and the way we've been perceived, you got to understand it's bigger than one person. You might miss a couple paychecks. I doubt it. You know why? Because if you know what I know, when it comes to that money and their ability to be entertained, this is the only way that you're going to get their attention. Take away their entertainment and start spending money with yourself, and you start missing that money, then and only then will you get their attention. Huh? We got to come together and organize and let them know we dead serious about our kids and about our mamas and our sisters. Huh? Come on now. This is the only way you're going to get their attention. But we as black people, we got to be willing to overlook how it's going to be able to affect you. Don't think about you and realize it's for the future of our kids. So when you miss that big $40,000, $50,000 check, and I know you never heard, you say, man, but it's for the kids. It's for the kids. It's for the future. Right now is the time to set this bar straight. This crooked bar, let's set it straight. To untilt that field, make that field even. Push it up, tilt it right. Now it's that time. Now it's that time. And when you're willing, to look at it from that perspective, then you should be willing to make the sacrifice, period. Huh? You should be willing to make the sacrifice, period. Because like I say, it's bigger than that one person. We all in this together, everybody. Latino, black, white. We all in this together. And those of you who've been blessed, and you know who you are, those of you who've been blessed, y'all must take a stance, man. Y'all must take a stance. All the rappers, all the ball players, all the entertainers, man, it's time to take a stance. Man, there ain't nothing going on. Ain't nothing. No, ain't nothing. Ain't nothing till everything gets situated here. So I'm calling out to all of them, T.I., Ludacris, John Legend, LeBron, Steph Curry, Joy Reid. I'm calling out to everybody, man. We need to organize. Reverend Barber. I'm hollering out to everybody. King Jeffries, AOC. I'm calling out to everybody. We got to organize and say, listen, ain't nothing happening. Ain't nothing happened till this be addressed. Because you know what? You get mad at me, I'm just speaking how I feel. Because at the end of the day, everybody grown. Everybody got their own situations. I'm just speaking how I feel. But if you don't take a stance at this time, you're just as complicit. So don't come telling me nothing. Don't come complaining about nothing. I don't want to hear you on social media, see you don't complain about nothing. Everybody got bills. I know you got bills, but we all got bills. But let me tell you something. It won't even get to the point where you're missing a whole bunch of paychecks, y'all. It won't be even get to the point where you're missing a whole concerts, y'all. It won't even get to that point because you know why? You know why, though? Because once they know that we, for real, they're going to make those changes. I promise you. Once we let them know, and they see, oh, the Jay-Z's, they see, oh, the Westbrooks, the Chris Pauls, the Magic, when they see everybody, you know what they're going to do? They're going to make them changes. Because they know they're wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, I intimate to you today that they know they're wrong, but they're simply waiting on us to come to our senses. Huh? This is what I feel. Yo, come on, let's sit down. Let's talk about it. Sure, we're going to get it done. I thought they'd never come our way. What is the deal? Yeah, come on in. I thought they'd never. Yeah, we're going to do this. Yeah, sure. That's what's going on. They know they're wrong on all levels. And they're just waiting for us to finally stand up. Huh? They're waiting on us to stand up. Not split like we always do. One person over here talking about, I'm going to get my check. You know the old saying, together we stand and divided we what? Well, I'm tired of falling. I don't know about you, but I'm tired of falling. We got to stick together. This is how I see it. This doesn't mean I'm right. It doesn't mean I'm wrong. It means I'm trying to stimulate conversation and find solutions to the problem that confront us each and every day in this country. Everybody. Huh? I'm talking about everybody. We have got to start thinking outside the round table. No pun intended, but we got to start thinking outside the box. It's time to put an end to this nonsense. And we got to get together and we got to organize. And we got to start paying close attention to what they're doing. Because they like to do a lot of things in the middle of the night. But guess what? That's what you got HL for, because guess what? While you out taking care of your busy day or trying to get some sleep to go to work in the morning, and Trump waiting till you fall asleep to go try to fire an inspector general in the middle of the night, you better believe when you wake up the next day and you tune in on Tuesday at noon, you better believe I'm going to let you know what's going on. So you ain't even got to worry about it. I got you. I got you. And I'm still wondering right now, you know, and as I be talking about all these issues, you know, things jump out at me, right? So during the pandemic, somebody can help me. I got another thing I want to ask. During the pandemic, they came up with this law or this policy or whatever they came up with, because they make it anything they want. They came up with a rule that said they can get out of prison and finish their time at home because of the pandemic. Remember that? Because it was, or because of some illness they might be having. I mean, I think Manafort doing all his time at home. Cohen just got out. These guys just went to prison. How they getting out under that criteria? I'm quite sure they don't meet the criteria, because some of the criteria was that you had to be in there for a while, wasn't it? I'm not sure, but I'm just asking. But what I want to say to you guys is this. And maybe somebody can help me. 516-8030, 516-8031. Somebody can help me. I haven't heard nobody, listen, y'all. I haven't heard nobody mention Bill Cosby. Huh? I haven't heard nobody mention Bill Cosby getting out and doing the rest of his time at home. He going blind. He got all kind of ills. He fit the criteria more than anybody, don't he? I haven't heard nobody mention Bill Cosby. Well, I'm mentioning Bill Cosby today. I know, but he can finish his time at home. If they can finish their time at home, Bill can finish his at home. Free Bill Cosby. Free Bill Cosby, let him do his time at home. I'm not absolving him for what he been found guilty of. I'm saying let him finish his time at home. If you put a policy in for those kind of inmates, just because you want to get your buddies out, and then you don't get the people out who the bill was intended for, that lets me know what? Well, let me know, y'all. It let me know you created that bill just to have a ruse to get them out in the first place. See, this is what we got going on. Free Bill Cosby. He fit that bill. Free Nutty Nose. Samuel Nutty Nose. Out the Bahamas. What the government won't tell you, they kidnapped him out of Fox Hill prison. But we so righteous. But we go into other people's country, swooping down in helicopters in the middle of the prison yard and kidnapping citizens of another country and bringing them back here and putting them in jail. That's what happened with Natty Nose. Then you turn around, you give him 35 years. He going blind, he gonna have 2 or 3 heart attacks. Let him come home. Let him go into the Bahamas. Let the man die in peace. Shout out to Mayor Muriel Bowers. Boy, did she do something to Trump. She made Trump look like the chump that he is. That's what I'm talking about. She made Trump look like the chump that he is. T, we going to break, T? Listen, I'm going to get right back there, everybody. Y'all hold tight. This HL Silent outside the round table, and we'll be right back.
This is Daytona Station for gospel music on FM.
What about that street?
We back? What's up, T? Thank you, brother. Listen, I want to shout out to Mayor Bowser, because she made Trump like a chump, because he a chump, and she made him look like a chump. You see what you put that Black Lives Matter leading to the White House. That's a ball smooth. I like her. But listen, a shout out also goes to all the people that have been out there protesting nonviolent for almost, 2.5 weeks? How long has it been? About 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks? It ain't been 3 weeks. It's been about two weeks. How long?
Probably about 2 weeks.
Yeah, about 2 weeks. Shout out to all those people Man, bless y'all heart. White, black, Latino, all y'all. That's America. That's the microcosm of America right there. That was so beautiful. And once again, even though we got a president who a chump, our people are the best in the world because everybody took our lead. Everybody took our lead. Everybody started protesting all over the world. Because they know, man, they know that we in America, we tight work. Even though this administration is the worst administration we ever had, our people are the greatest people. That's right, everybody out there, protest peacefully. Y'all keep doing that. I'm so proud of y'all. Bless all of y'all. I'm just so proud to be a part of what's happening in this great country of ours. But you know what, though? Our men got to step up. Our men got to step up. I see all these females out here, but we got to step up. Got to help our women governors out, help our women mayors out, back them up. We got to stand up. Y'all too silent for me, man. Let's get with it. And I was so glad to see the generals finally push back on this dude. You know what I mean? All the generals, this is what I say, if I'm in charge. All the generals in the military need to stand up and say, we stand down. We standing down. We're not going against our own people. You really don't bump your head for real. And stand down. Take these bogus orders. And I keep telling anybody who will listen, Democrats have got to try to move on this president as we speak and stop being so passive and docile and sitting on your hands. We need to take drastic measures. He shouldn't be allowed to hire or fire anybody else. And Mitch McConnell, oh, steam coming out my ears, y'all. Wait a minute. Let me take my headphones. Steam coming out my ears. Moscow Mitch, don't get me started on him. Can anybody please tell me, why does he get to continue to try to confirm all these federal judges? That's a shame. As we speak, he's steady trying to confirm more and more conservative federal judges to the benches. He had the audacity to even put a 38-year-old who happened to be a friend of his family, that had a law degree but had never, listen to this, y'all, had never tried one case. You're trying to put him up for a federal judgeship. That's what you got going on, everybody. Are you kidding me? This dude hadn't tried one trial. And you putting him up for a lifelong judgeship, federal judgeship. That's for life. And what he's doing is putting all these conservative judges that's going to be on these benches for the next 35, 40 years, keeping all these conservative policies going on instead of letting the country move forward. Trying to still make it look like we're in the 60s. And he was the first one, and Mitch McConnell was the first one that said, when Merrick Garland, when Obama tried to get Merrick Garland confirmed, oh no, he's a lame duck president. He's a lame duck president. We got an election coming up in a couple of months. Okay, we got an election coming up in a couple of months now. Why are you still doing that? You ain't trying to pass no infrastructure bills because you know he ran on infrastructure. Roads crumbling, bridges falling. You ain't putting, the House don't pass 100 and something bills, and you ain't put not one up for a vote. Not one. You know something's wrong with the system when you got one man holding up the whole entire country. This is what I tell everybody who will listen. It's very important. Everybody listen. Bring your ears real close to the radio right now. I'm going to continue to say this all the way to November. Listen very carefully. Y'all, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we got to take the Senate. Hello? We got to take that Senate. It does us no good to have the House and the presidency if we don't take the Senate. Because as long as Mitch O'Connell is in the majority seat, he's not going to even put him up for a vote, y'all. Just like he's been doing the last 2 or 3 years. That's a shame. Now you're going to have a new president, but with a Republican majority in the Senate, I can assure you it's going to be business as usual. Believe me. And back to the police. Can somebody else tell me why the police acting like we're in a police state anyway? This ain't no police state. See, this is the very thing we're protesting against. See, I keep saying we're not in Russia, we're not in Turkey, we're not in Iran, we're not in Venezuela. This is America, and we need to let these people know. And you know what's funny? And you know what's funny about the whole situation? A guy like Donald Trump, who has no talent, who has no understanding of anything, he doesn't even have the sense to know that he should be very proud to be the president of these United States of America. Huh? That's a job that from the time you're able to walk and talk, you're supposed to be the president of the United States. Huh? The most coveted job in the world, being the president of the United States of America, voted in by the great people of America. Huh? But instead of being proud, all he does is implement anti-American policies. Think about it. All he does. That's why I say he's anti-American. Just look at the anti-American policy. Here's a man who and you know what? When I say something about somebody and you think I'm casting aspersions, I'm gonna give it to you so you can judge for yourself. Here's a man right smack in the middle of the worst pandemic in this country. No, the worst pandemic this country's ever seen. Attempting to do away with Obamacare right in the middle of people needing health care the most. Did you hear what I just said? Right when you needed your health care the most, this man was trying to sabotage it and pull it from up underneath you. He used that opportunity to continue his assault on Obamacare. Not let's wait until, even though I feel that way, you know, I have a moral obligation to my people to wait till this epidemic or the pandemic is over with. Then I can resume how I feel. But right now, I'm gonna put a moratorium on it and we're gonna let people have it. No! He's trying to take it from you right in the middle when you need it the most. So you're trying to kill American citizens right when they need it the most. That ain't American. That's anti-American. Now, if that isn't anti-American, then what is? Oh, I forgot. I forgot. Kneeling before a football game. That's that. Yeah, I forgot. Kneeling for a football game. I'm sorry. Now the NFL says okay. The big old now the NFL says okay, y'all. Y'all heard that? The NFL says okay to kneel now. Thank you, Master. Thank you. We knew that already. Y'all late to the party. Also, Drew Brees. I got big respect for Drew Brees, man. You know why? I respect the man who, if he believes something, he stand on it. I believe if you believe in something, you stand on it. He showed what America is truly about. Because what he said was my grandfathers fought for the flag, and both my grandfathers fought for the flag, right? But him being an intelligent man, his friends got to him and said, look, bro, it ain't about the flag. Let me explain to you what it's about. And in a manner explaining to him, he realized that my grandfathers fought for you to have the right to go out there and protest, for you to have the right to kneel. That's what he fought for. He fought for the very same ideas that you're trying to stifle now. So, of course, because he changed his mind, Donald Trump. But see, you got to be a real man to be able to say I'm wrong. Or to be able to accept somebody else's view and say, oh, you know what, I never looked at it that way. And that's what he did. And that's what most Americans and most good European Americans are all about. But accepting the truth. So, shout out to Drew Brees. Also, I want to take a shout out to the NFLers that was here this weekend. We weren't able to get the Bruce McNorton football camp with the kids this year because of the virus. But we thought about all the kids because all the players came in anyway. Shout out to James Jones. Shout out to Ernie Mills. Shout out to Benny Blades. Shout out to Fishy, who just got in late. Fishy late like you always are. But you my man. I miss you, bro. But listen, we had the golf tournament. We had the get-togethers out there at the hotels and everything with all the players. We missed the kids this year, but we want the kids to be safe, but we want to let the kids know that you guys are on our mind. And we had the golf tournament anyway, and of course, Bruce McNorton, you did a good job again this year, brother. And this community really appreciates you, my brother. Listen, I want everybody to love one another. I want everybody to try to be able to talk to one another. But I also want everybody to be safe and realize that we got to do it. We can't look for them to do it. We got to do it, y'all. We got to do it. So having said that, we're still looking for web designers for the Outside the Round Table family, and you can hit us up at outsidetheroundtable@gmail.com. I missed any other announcements? Anybody? I missed any other announcements? Also, you can get these shows on on YouTube at Outside the Round Table too. So if you miss a show, just go to YouTube and put in Outside the Round Table, and you'll catch all 8 shows. So this is H.L. Seiler, and I love everybody once again. And until next Tuesday at noon, you guys be safe. God bless everybody. And I'm out. Now you can play my promo for that.